Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Broadacres, the highly unrealistic series set on the 16 times Australian map. Broadacres. Yep, no surprises there. Right then, today we're going to carry on just making sure, well, first of all, we're just going to make sure that all of our seeders are working properly. I'm just sort of starting them up at the moment, and I've got that one's going, that one's going. This one here was in the way of one of the other ones, so I was just letting them sort of get a little way away from each other before I set this one going again. Bring that one up there like that, and that one is away. What I haven't actually done yet is started up our trusty... Ooh. Okay, beans need to be going again. Now, I can't remember if I slowed this one down more or not. I think I did. I just pressed that one going. It's on 35k now, so that's fairly slow, sort of by most standards now for this map. So we'll leave that one running at 35k, and that one can keep going with the beans. The others are doing alright, but the big bud, I haven't set the big bud going yet. So we'll get that one going now, and that one is away. So it's doing alright with the carrots. It is doing a reasonable job. It's got a little way to go yet, but I think it's going to get there eventually. Well, obviously it will get there eventually. It's just how long is it going to take? Because it is taking quite some... Actually, I need to go on to Fruit Types 2 for this one. While we wait for that to load, I asked you last week, which field did you want me to plant with barley? There we go. We did the outside edges with the other seed drills, and a pass down through there. So most of this has been done by that big bud. It's got a little way to go yet. But I asked you, look how much onions have been planted in there. We're soon going to be moving one. I'm going to put one of those up there in field 18 to assist with that one. And I'm not really sure what else I'm going to get planting at the moment. I haven't really made my mind up yet on that one. So anyway, I asked you last week, did you want me to plant field 13 with barley, or did you want me to buy and plant field 9 with barley? Because we do need to keep a supply of barley going so that we can keep our pigs fed with barley or wheat as well. And we don't have any more growing on the map. So we're going to have to do something about that. I had 1,537 people answer the question. 236 want me to plant field 9, and 1,301 want me to plant in field 13 up here. So quite unanimous, really. You want me to plant in field 13. And a few people have requested. Most of this series I'm doing reasonably... I'm sort of staying... Like, I'm not going full unrealistic. I'm not going, like, completely overboard with it. I'm keeping it reasonably realistic. I'm speeding up harvesters and things like that. However, a few people have requested that I get, for planting field 13, a bigger seed drill. And see if I can do it in a single episode. Now, I like this idea. So, what's going on there? Okay. No idea what that is. I'm guessing it's just a patch that's not been ploughed properly. Anyway, I like the idea of planting the whole thing, all of that field right there, in a single episode. I really don't know if it would even be possible. However, I will look at getting a slightly modified seed drill and see what I can do about it. I may have to carefully outline the edge of the field along this side so that we don't damage our carrot crop here, and then kind of just let it go, let the hide help deal with it. So we will see about that. I'm not quite sure at the moment. We're gonna take a look at it, and we're going to see if it's possible, see if it's a feasible thing to do. So as you know, other than we've got these here, yeah, we've got all of these conveyor belts down here. Now I did say that I might try to modify the actual base game conveyor belt so I don't have to take these apart. Ultimately, I decided this would probably be a bad idea to go interfering with my base game files, because at some point I'm going to want to use these conveyor belts. So all of these conveyor belts here, yeah, we kind of did all of this work, and now it's kind of all for nothing is what I'm saying. It's time to say goodbye to this conveyor belt train. But I do have another idea that you may like. Well, you might not. I'm not really sure at the moment. There's a couple of things that I just wanted to find out first before we do very much else. But I've got to sell a couple of these items. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the shop. I'm going to go to our garage, and I'm going to go through. So I want to get rid of that lizard there. And I also want to get rid of not all of these Grim TC8016s. It's these two here that I want to get rid of as well. So that one and that one there. Right. That's a good start. Now, I don't know if I can jump into this one. I'm in this back one here. And if I press Q to unhitch, it doesn't unhitch the back one. I'm backing up here, and it moves the entire train together. So in order to be able to unhitch the back one, I've got to actually go right the way through, and I've got to count all the way through before I can find the right one, and I can unhitch it. They're still moving the entire train, isn't it? I think it is. It looks like it. Yeah, so I can only unhitch this one here if I do it right at the... If I get it right at the... Oh, there we go. I had it there. Why is it doing every other one? Oh. Right, so I've unhitched something there. I see. Right, so I can just go to that one there. But no, what I wanted to try to find out was, could I teleport two of these at once when they're extended out? That was the first thing that I wanted to try to find out. And then if I go to there, so I'm on the, not on the second one, if I go to the third one, I can unhitch, and I've got two of these together. It's very difficult to actually move them, though. Once you've got them together, it is rather difficult to actually move them. Mainly because... Actually, no, maybe they don't bend. I thought that they would bend, but they don't appear to. So if I go to that one there... Nope, I don't want to do that. I'm now wedged underneath that trailer, so we don't want to do that either. No, I'm not. Trying to sort of figure out... Oh, there we go. I wanted that there. So maybe I can turn... No, I can't turn it like that either. I'll put those legs down there. That one like that. Is that going to help me turn? No, I still can't turn. Yeah, I was wondering if I could, like, maneuver this thing around while I had it selected. But it doesn't look like it's going to let me do anything like that. So we're going to have to abandon all of those ideas. And the one thing that I'm going to do now is I'm going to sell all of these. Sell that one. I'm actually going to go down to this end of them, and I'm going to get rid of every single one of them. I have got a modded one. Somebody's linked me a couple of modded ones, and I've looked at one. I've got one. There'll be a link in the description. The link is actually for the pack for the whole lot. When you get the pack, you've got to unzip the pack, and then you've got to take out the mods, the 3 conveyors inside the pack, and you've got to unzip those as well. So if you want it to work, you've got to unzip the whole lot. You can't just unzip one of them. And we're done. That's the last one out of the way. There we go. Right, so we have none left. Now, what we do have is a Rolnin track here with 111,000 litres of corn in it, which we're going to just trot up the road down through this way and put it in for the pigs. And then once we tip this out for the pig, Helper I and Helper J are blocked by objects. That's the onions planting again. We better just go and check up on those and make sure they're doing all right. You're fine. Yeah, it's these two again. I separated you two. Right? I separated you. There's no need for this. There really isn't. It's like dealing with children. It really is. So let me just bring that one and lower it down. There we go. This one can come up behind, and I'm going to stop it there and then bring it forward so that the John Deere will do the little bit that's missing there. I'm actually thinking it would now be better if I move this bad boy here over into the other field and we start doing some millet with this one. So I need to... And apparently, I've been told, millet is something that is used for, like, feeding canaries and stuff. I had no idea on that one. I had absolutely no idea at all. I don't think it's that one. I think it's this one that I'm planting. That's cotton. Yeah, it is that one. So I want to go no, 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 and that one. I think it's that one. I'm just going to double check a minute. Wrong way. I need to double check this way. Right, yes, that is the millet there. So I need to go to you, and we need to make that one bigger, and then we can teleport, and we can go up to this corner of the map up here. Bring that one down a little bit. And then I can start unfolding that one there like that. Right. Now, if I bring this round, and I can get right over into that corner, start it planting there. We'll start planting this millet in here. And that can set off on this side of the map. So this will keep going. We can sort of keep going with this sort of realistic approach to doing this massive, great big map. Just for some of it. Because several people have actually said, how much you appreciate me doing this, because I know that some people don't particularly like the real unrealistic way that we've been doing things. So I'm kind of trying to do a balance for you all. So I know that some people really love looking at the unrealistic stuff, and some of you not so keen. So if I can achieve a balance on this to try to keep us... You can never please all of the people all the time. It's pretty much impossible to please all of the people all the time. It's actually very, very easy to upset all of the people all the time. I could manage that. I could cope with that. However, I don't really want to upset all of the people, even some of the time. So what I'm trying to do is to please as many as possible. So we're going to keep going with that realistic approach there. That one's doing just grand. And then we've got a few more planting onions here. That one's doing fine, and he's doing fine. And yeah, okay, so we can leave them going there. Go back to that one. Oh, it's just doing the ends of the field. Yeah, we won't worry about that. We can leave little tiny bits. We got 25,000 litres of beans on board, which is all good. Big Bud, no, we don't want that one. We are looking for... There, that one. Right, let's continue on down towards the pigs. And you will see just how far we've really got to take this thing if we're going to do a conveyor train all the way down through here. I really don't know if it would actually work out or not. It does seem to be a little bit much. Oh, I was doing a couple passes on the end of the field down here. You know what, I think we will go and we will see that combine in a minute, and we'll let it get to the end of the field there, and then we're going to set it going the long way, all the way up to the other end of the field. Let me do that a minute. We come whizzing in round there. Oop, easy. Easy, Tiger. Easy. And I should be able to get down to the end of the pigs and into the field before that combine wants to turn round. So we can come whizzing round here. We've got an electric fence that goes across the gateway here, which is what stops the pigs from getting out. And it's one of those that you can just drive straight over. Right, let's stop there a minute. And I want to get to... Actually, it's probably easier and quicker if I just do it like this. There we go. It's just the one I want. Get to that there. And then I can set it going the long way all the way down the field down there. Just wait for it to stop down here, and then I can stop that one. Right, excellent. Now, if I manually do this a minute... Oh, it's not going to let me manually... There we go. I've got to do it like that. Switch round there, and just tidy up that little bit there. Then spin round again. And hopefully it will just do it itself, go up across the field with the hired help. There shouldn't be any issues, I don't think. Right, and away he goes. Excellent, doing a wonderful job. So let's go back through to our Rolnin over here. So yeah, my weekly question, I'm going to get to my weekly question in just a minute. I want to tip out this corn first, and then I want to talk to you about my weekly question. And this one is something special. Somebody suggested a mod to me, and I particularly like this mod. I'm quite taken with this mod. It does look pretty spectacular. Let's just take a look at our pigs. We've got 5,841 pigs. We've now got 111,000 litres of corn in there, and that is barely touching anything. It's barely doing anything at all. So I need to get more corn in here, and I need to get my soybeans coming in here as well, just to kind of fill these up a little bit more. Wheat and barley is all right at the moment, but when we've increased our pigs by several times what it is now, that's not going to be close either. So we're really going to need to do some work to get these pigs up to our target of 25,000. Although now, with the corn in there, that's actually going to boost that production rate up to, I think it goes up to 95%. If you don't have potatoes or cook it, they pull in the last 5%. But 95%, that should be like 1 per minute is coming in now. Helper C is blocked by an object. Which one is Helper C? Not you, not you. It's, yeah. Right. Which way round are these? Let me just make this a little bit bigger. We can try to see which way round it is. So I'm in this one that's doing up and down. Actually, I don't want to do this one. I want to go to this one here. So if I press H on there, I'm going to back this one up a little bit. Oh yeah, this is the one that backs really, really slowly. Let me fold it up a minute and we'll go forward. Probably be easier if I do it like that. So we fold that one up. I don't want to put this one doing the millet because we've already got 2 vehicles currently working the millet field. So I kind of want to put this one going in another field. I'm very, very tempted to try this idea of planting the entire field 13 in a single episode. So I'm not going to set this one doing barley down there, which means I need to find another job for it. I've got to find something else for this one to do. It's not going to get in the way, it's not going to get tangled up with people, and it's going to keep it busy. And these seeders are very, very big, and they've got a lot of work to do. So maybe I should go down to field 9 and plant something down there. I'm not really sure. I'm going to leave it here for a minute, and we'll come back and we'll decide on that one later. But that one could just stay there for now. So let's go through. Go to you. Oh, you're still going your first pass up across the field. There's my tractor. Right. So I have got the Rolnin tractor at the moment. Now, you're familiar with this tractor. I've got the speed is increased a lot. I've made some tweaks to the actual weight of the tractor as well. It pulls anything. It's immensely powerful. It does all sorts. It's been our main tractor right through the Texas series, and it's, kind of our main tractor at the moment. However, I am considering changing this as my main tractor. And the reason being, I have a new tractor that was suggested to me. Somebody linked me this a video showing this mod, and I just instantly fell in love with this tractor. It is very cool. I have not tested it yet. All I've done is I've seen it working in a video. And there we go. The Lego tractor. Look at this bad boy. 350 horsepower. It does 50k. I have made no modifications. All I've done is select. Now, we can go for rim color. You can select any color you like. I'm going to go for a nice bright yellow. Engine setup. We can make that one more powerful. There, and the main color, it says black at the moment. I'm going to leave that one black, and I'm going to see what happens if I leave it on black. Now, we've changed the rim color, and I'm going to buy that one right there. I'm also going to buy another one where I change the main color to red. And I'm going to buy that one as well, and I'm going to see if there's any difference between them. We've got a Lego tractor, ladies and gentlemen. You see what I've got here? We've got a Lego tractor, and if we go up through here, there is also a Lego truck. Look at this thing. It's fantastic. So we'll add the trailer hitch on the back of that one. I'm going to buy that one as well. And there we go. So let me just jump out of this tractor, and then we can go. It should take us. There is our tractors. Now we've got that's a silver one. It doesn't look like there is any particular difference between the two tractors with the different colors. Let's just start this truck up a minute. This is brilliant. We've actually got. What's this? Game Mods YouTube channel. I think, I got it from the AI. I honestly can't remember what the actual guy is called, but he does videos about some very cool mods, and he's got his own website and stuff. I think some of the mods are actually his. So there's a link where I got both of these from. Is it AI Cave or something like that? I'm honestly not actually sure. So the truck does pretty good. It's got, I just noticed that, it's got a top speed of 830k. It doesn't sort of stick to the ground very well, but that's not really surprising considering the top speed of 830k. So, yeah, it's gonna slide around a little bit. Generally speaking, it's pretty good. So let's just move this one. I want to get this one away from here. Okay, so the plow doesn't have collision, which you would think that it does, and the tractor does have collision. Yeah, I'm not really sure why. Anyway, let's not worry about that. So we'll just stop that one there, and we're going to go and we're going to take a look. Like I said, I have made no changes to these tractors whatsoever. I haven't touched them. I've made no alterations at all. This has got a 530 kilometers an hour top speed on this tractor. This is insane. Look at this thing. Okay, it doesn't stick to the ground very well. I think what we need to do is just ever so slightly increase the weight of it. But this brings me to my weekly question. The Rolnin tractor up until now has been our main beast of the farm. How would you feel to me retiring the Rolnin as the main tractor and instead using this? It takes a long time. I've got to tweak the brake force speed on this one as well. But overall, it's still pretty good. So yeah, there are a few minor adjustments that I would need to make in order to get this one to work a little bit better. So sort of just increase the weight of the tractor a little bit, the brake force speeds on it just a little bit, so, well, the brake force power, so that it will weight down properly. Little details like that. But overall, there's no issues with this tractor. This tractor is fantastic. One thing we do need to find out, let me just see if it will take a front weight. So yeah, my weekly question. How would you feel about me retiring the... I'm going to put that one on there. No, I'm not. Let's go with what we know. Let's go with what we know. Come on, minion. You got a job to do. There we go. Yeah. How do you feel about me retiring the Rolnin as the main tractor for the farm, and instead using the Lego tractor and having this one as our main farm tractor? If you want this one to be the main farm tractor, I will, of course, make some tweaks and adjustments to it so that it performs just a little bit better and gives us everything that we could possibly want from our tractors. So, yeah. Head into the comment section down below, let us know which one you want and why, and of course don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right hand corner. It's your vote, it's your game. And yes, I know I did say that the wrong way around, but it does happen sometimes. So you can, it's got front links. I don't care that I can't see them and they're invisible. It makes no difference whatsoever. This is not... We're not known for absolute realism in this series now, are we? So I don't think that we can complain about that. There's no issues there. Oh, I tell you what. Now, this one does have a top speed of 530, so if I could just get it to back up a little bit. Eventually, once it gets going, I think I need to increase the motor torque or something on it so that the lower speeds will go just a little bit faster, which would make it a bit better. And then, of course, increase the... well, I'm going to put that one on. And I want to put that one on as well. There we go. Yeah, increase the brake force pressure. I mean, it does take a little while to get going, and I kind of like that, to be honest. But I think this could be a very, very cool main tractor. We can spend our time driving around in a Lego tractor. I mean, how awesome is this? There are some other mods that he's got on that website as well. He's got a Lego pumpkin baler. Right, because of the weight of this tractor, it is really, really light, so that's why it's sort of weaving around a little bit. I think that does definitely need to be looked at a bit. But yeah, there was a pumpkin baler and some pumpkins. I think he released the whole package at Halloween, which would make a lot of sense, really. And yeah, so I've left the pumpkin baler for now, but I'm definitely going to be taking a look at that one. We could add that one in at a later date. The link that I've put in the description actually covers all of the mods. So it's just like a page that has then got all of them there available. Now, I got to remember that we do actually have collisions on those signposts, so we've got to be a bit careful about that. Let's go forward. I want to see how fast I can go down along here to brake to trigger the speed limit thing. You remember I couldn't find the speed camera. I was looking around for the speed camera, and a few people said to me in the comment section a couple of weeks ago, actually it's above field 22. So if you want to get the speed thing, if you want to be zapped by the speed camera, you've got to go, it's above field 22. That is where you need to go and look for it. So we're going to go down along here, and hopefully, I think that's actually the speed camera right there. We're doing a hunt. Yeah, there we go. Speed cameras everywhere, and I can't stay in a straight line with this thing. That's the issue with it. Whoa. Easy there, Tiger. There's no need for that. Go on, what did I do to you? Get out of the way. I'm coming through. So we got two speed cameras here. One. Is that normal in Australia? Is that how they do them, with two side by side like that? Because here in the UK, you don't have two side by side. You have just one speed camera, and that's all you really need. It all does it within the same thing. So I'm just taking that one off. Oh, actually, I dismounted the wrong item. I meant to dismount the seed drill as we went round the corner and ram that one into the fence. Instead, I threw a minion. I threw poor Stuart at the fence. I'm sorry, Stuart. I'm sorry. Can you ever forgive me? So let's take this one up through here, and let's see if we can get a decent speed. With 180, you have detected driving only 30 kph over the limit. Right, we're going to take it up to here, and then we're going to turn round. Whoa. Okay, turn. Turn. Please turn. Apparently I need to actually slow down while I'm turning if I'm to get this to work very well. There we go. Now it's slowing down enough that the corner is starting to actually work. The tractor is going over. It's leaning a lot. If I can keep this... Here we go. No. Stay straight. Go on, we can do this. We can do this. 250. Is that... It's still only 30k. I was doing so well there. I was doing so well, and now not so much. We were doing like 250k on that second pass. That was definitely more. We were definitely doing more. Now, I don't think I've actually got the mod here that change driving direction. No. Stop engine. I did have a mod that would change the... would allow you basically to just correct the tractor from where it is, but I don't think I've got it activated, which means I got to reset the tractor. That's a bit of a shame. I was hoping to actually have it here. So let's just go back down through here again. And there we go. Oh, that thing is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. Yes, reset. Reset the wrong one. Is that the one that I want? No, the one that I want is this. Oh, it is this one here. Right, reset you. There we go. That's better. Right. We can leave that where it is. And so where's the reset point? Oh, that's a long way from home. I thought the reset point was at the shop. Oh, well. Yeah, I probably should have just reset the machine. I probably should have just moved the machine ever so slightly using the teleport mod, because we know that that works quite well. So let's see if I can get through the trees. Chicane, go on. I did really well there. I almost got through. I don't think the potatoes are quite ready yet, so we won't worry about them. But we are going to absolutely test the speed of this tractor as much as we possibly can. And I can't do it sideways on very well, but yes, you guessed it, I'm trying to get a screenshot here. I think that's a pretty good screenshot right there. There we go. Now we can see what we're driving. And I'm about to catapult right over on... Nope, I'm not. I'm just going to get stuck right where I am. Okay, and if I make that a little bit bigger and then I go F11, so we're right down in this corner, I'm just going to move it over just a tiny bit. Because what I'd like to... Oh, there, excellent. Nice. What I'd like to do is I'd like to do a proper speed test. And I think we can go right down to the other end of the map on here. And we haven't really looked at the bottom southwest corner of the map yet. Down in the southwest corner of this map, there is actually something that is pretty cool. There is a vineyard. Or a vineyard, depending on how you want to pronounce it. We haven't looked at this yet. We haven't gone down there. We haven't done anything with it. And it's something that I would like to do. So I'm going to, probably between this week and next week, so it's probably going to be, I'll say probably. It might, if all goes well, be the week between Christmas and New Year, that I will then start looking at making some wine and harvesting some grapes and stuff. I've no idea what mods we should be using to do this, so it's all going to be new to me, and this is going to go really badly now. Oh, this thing is insane. How far? We've just been thrown half the length of field 10. Look at this. We have literally, it's like that is how far we've gone. We let almost the full length of field 10 that we went then. Let's just let it roll to a halt a minute. That was absolutely fantastic. That was genuinely fantastic. That was brilliant. Such an awesome mod this is. And I've made no alterations to this. This is all the base. This is all this base mod. Everything is on this mod. It's nothing to do with me. And the only thing that I think I need to do is like increase the weight of it slightly. There we go, that's better. Yeah, just increase the weight of it slightly so it responds a little bit better. Now, can I get this one to stay in a straight line down through here without hitting that track? Because hitting the track launched it half the length of field 10. Now, we'll take another quick look at the map in a minute, but I'm pretty sure that was almost like no. It's so delicate on the steering. When you reach over 300k, the steering does become a little sensitive. It must be noted. That, yeah, 400k. No! Oh! And there we go. It hit the edge, and that was it. Okay, I'm getting kind of dizzy looking at that. In your own time. And over he goes. Is he going to right himself? No, he's not. That's it. Game over. It's all finished. It's all finished. But there's the vineyards. So we made it to our destination. If we did do so in pieces. Right, so if we bear in mind that this is a 16 times map, right? So we're on a 16 times map, and what we want is, we want to figure out how much of the map is Goldcrest Valley. So, I mean, a 4 times map is basically up and across there. So, you know, we're sort of looking at that area there is a 4 times map. So 1/4 of that, so a quarter of the quarter, which is here, is Goldcrest Valley. So essentially, Field 14, Field 13, and Field 9 are all roughly the size of Goldcrest Valley. Now, our accident happened here. We came flying down through here, so we went right across Goldcrest Valley map. Well, we went further than that, because Goldcrest Valley, remember, is this one piece down here. It's 1/16 of this map. And then we came to grief with the track here, and we catapulted, and we stopped moving about here. So we were catapulted not quite the full distance of Goldcrest Valley, but not far off. We were very close to being catapulted the entire length of Goldcrest Valley, which I think is quite impressive, really. I think that is something to be proud of. So here we have the vineyards, and I've no idea if they're ripe or ready or what you're supposed to do with them. I don't know anything about this. I will go back and I will reread. Oh, no, so it's all collisions on here, which does make life a little bit more difficult. I will reread the section on the vineyards down here, and I will see if I can find out what mods I'm supposed to use to put in here, and we will do this next week. So we've got a couple episodes left this week that we're going to do some stuff. I will also try next week, so the week between Christmas and New Year, this is mostly going to be, we will attempt to plant the entire Field 13 in a single episode. I don't know if that's going to work, though. That is a lot to ask of us because of the sheer size of the field. You look at it, I would say that Field 13 is actually pretty much twice the size of the whole of Goldcrest Valley, which is, I think you'll agree with me, is a fair size, right? That is a fair size map. So, or a fair size field. So we do have to sort of take into account that it may not be physically possible, but I will do my absolute best. Because there's only so much that you can plant, because the wider the seed drill, the slower I got to go with it. There's only so much that the game can process from one seed drill at a time. We found that out in Texas, and when I made a really ridiculously wide seed drill, it did start to struggle a little bit on some of the corners. So, the straight lines, for the most part, were okay, but the corners definitely, they seem to hold it up. So we will try this. We'll stop all other seed drills. We'll stop everything from working apart from... Whoa, that was a beautiful turn there. That was... I'm quite impressed with myself there, I've got to be honest. Yeah, so we'll stop all other seed drills from working, and we'll do once around the outside of the field to start off with, and then we're going to get a load of tractors, and we're going to get them all working. I will see, depending on what you do for the weekly question for this week, what you want me to do with this tractor. That will depend on what we use to actually tow it. It'll either be a fleet of these, or it'll be a fleet of the Rolnins, depending on if you want this to become our main tractor. So that brings me very neatly to my weekly question. What would you like me to do about our main tractor? Up until now, on the last series and in this one, our main tractor has been the Rolnin tractor. It's a made-up name of tractor that a modder created for the modding competition. And boom! Okay, I got to admit that was kind of disappointing, but at the same time, I love the way that it's finished up. That is just awesome. That is what? Whoa! Stop shaking. This is getting very. I'm getting quite dizzy now. Okay, it stops moving. As soon as I start trying to drive, it goes crazy. If I stop though, no. Now it's gonna make me feel very sick in a minute. So let's just go. Where's the mouse? I've lost my mouse cursor. I dare not click, because if it's outside of the screen, it's going to go horribly wrong. I'm going to take it off of there a minute. There we go. And it's because I didn't actually have the mouse cursor up. That would explain it. So yes, My weekly question, what would you like me to use as our main tractor from this point on? Do you want me to stay with the Rolnin tractor, the one that looks slightly more realistic than this, or would you like me to start using this Lego tractor as our main farm tractor for the Unrealistic series? I will give it a few tweaks that I think is needed in order to really make this thing work to its full potential, and we will start using this one as our default tractor for everything unless I've got something specific in mind for a different vehicle. So it's your vote, it's your game. Head into the comment section down below, let us know which one you want and why, and of course don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right hand corner. And one of the first things I will be doing with this one is just tweaking the weight ever so slightly. It's a little bit too light. I think it does need to be a little tiny bit heavier so that it will stay on the ground. But that's going to require some very careful. I've found, much to my dismay, that is a very easy one to mess up. And it doesn't matter if you're trying to go for a realistic or an unrealistic mod. If you get the tweaking of the weight of the vehicle slightly wrong, then it does tend to backfire. And for those of you who are interested, in order to tweak the weight, you've actually got to go into the Giants editor. It's not something you can do in just the XML files. It's a little bit more involved with that than that. And there is a few bits on it that you've got. There's a few settings you've got to change in the actual Giants editor file, thing of the, like in the actual model. You've got to open the model in the Giants editor, and there's a few bits, settings in there that you've got to tweak rather than anywhere else. And it does work. You can do it. I found tutorials is what I'm looking for. I found some tutorials and I used those to do it, and it was really, really good. It was really useful. I learned a lot following those tutorials. And are we going to get over the fence? Straight into the tree again. That's the second time that's happened. I'm actually disappointed with that. Right, let's move on. We're going to go to the lorry. I've got just enough time, I think, to do one little play around with this one, and then I'm going to go. Well, actually, looking at the time, it might be better if we try and do this next time. I'll tell you what. First of all, we're going to get a road train. Now, there is a place that you're supposed to, unhitch the road trains on this map. And then once you've unhitched the road trains, you can then, you leave them somewhere. You're not supposed to drive them into town, so I want to find out if we can drive these through town or not. So we've got that custom road train pack there, and then we've also got the toll pack, which is just in the tippers. Right down through here. So we've got 200,000 in there, 250 on that one. Those are a little bit smaller. So I'm going to get a few of these. So I reckon if we go for 3 of those and 1 of those, no, we'll go for 4 of those and 1 of those. I'm going to start, I'll start buying them now. So I'm going to buy 4 of these, and then I'm going to get 1 of the other one, and I'm going to start joining them all together. And then it'll all be ready to have a play around with in our next episode. So if you enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.